here, you can control how many records they can take at a time. You're set at 1,000. So what that means is 1,000 divided by however many users that download records at every minute. So if you have 2 users downloading 500 records in 1 minute, that's 1,000. That's no problem. That'll work just fine. But if you were to have, let's say, 1,000 users download 100 records at a time, you're going to go over. And then you're going to have to increase the list limit through us, which is $250 per 3,000 increase. But there's no reason to do that until you're making money. And that's kind of the idea, that you don't have to spend too much money at first to get it going. The white label is free to set up. It doesn't cost anything for you to go in, flip the admin switch, and actually start setting the domain up. One thing that you obviously won't have access to are credits. And I'm going to hop back in here because I just got it working again, disregarding. So if someone is downloading 1,000 a minute, that means another user can't download. But you have the flexibility of being, I can let you log in between 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. every day. And now you can offer 2% discount, because no matter the cost, the servers are still running. It's just about spreading out the distribution of when people are actually using it. So you have that flexibility to tell someone, hey, I can save you some money if you only log in at this time of day to download.
Okay, so for example, someone purchases 10,000 leads of some database of mine, and it's going to take them 10 minutes for that file to completely come down to their PC.
Your account is set of limits, and let's say we give your account the limit of 1,000 every single minute. Now you have to divide that limit out to other users, right? I know what you're saying. You're asking, will it do all 10,000 at once? We haven't set it up to automate like that. It's set up where the user can only download a specific amount of records per minute. Meaning, if the limit's 1,000, right? Now, when the user tries to download more than 1,000, and when they save the list, it's going to tell them that there's a limit.
If someone buys 10,000 records, is it one file every minute of 1,000 records? So it ends up being 10 files?
They would have to save it 10 times. Unless your limit is 10,000, for instance, then that user under you can download 10,000 at a time. So the limit that your user gets is determined by you. So if you have one guy that wants to pay $5,000 a month for 100,000 records at a time, you can do that. And now that limit you can use all the time as 100,000 because they covered your cost.
Yeah, most people want to buy tens of thousands of records on this.
At the end of the day, the way we present ourselves as a data transfer company, the real limit is the speed. So that's why we give you guys the flexibility. And you can resell that speed too. That's the other key thing. So if you're paying for 100,000 records at a time, you can upcharge one of your users $100 a month to increase it to 5,000. So it's all added revenue opportunities. If your user wants to download 10,000 at a time, instead of selling him 10,000 credits, you could theoretically sell him unlimited, and he can log in once a day and download 10,000. You have all that flexibility to profit off of what other people are paying you for.
So when selling this, you don't get any blowback? We upcharge them, say if you want to download one file faster, it costs you more money?
No, not faster. So this is the example, right? So you said 10,000. So theoretically, the user would have to do 1,000, file 1, buy list, file 2, buy list, file 3, buy list. It's annoying, but that customers understand. Like, you're offering them unlimited, or you're offering them a great deal. Then all the extras that they want come off as almost like favors. If you're increasing the limit, you have the flexibility of saying, you know what, let me give you 4,000 instead of 3,000, just because I'm feeling good today, just pay me the same. You're in the position where the customer will always win, basically, or you can present that opportunity. Well, let me ask you this, Todd. The reason why we said 4 cents with enrichment externally is because that's what our users were telling us is the price they want, and we're telling us at the price they can profit reselling. So we would need your feedback in terms of what is a fair pricing increment to that degree. Because we need to know what it's worth to your user to pay you more at this point. Because we only make money if you guys can make profit.
The data's gold if the address, email, and phone are skip trace and belong to that person, right? How verified are these emails? And the biggest problem you run into is unverified phones and unverified emails, and then that creates problems with the users because like all these emails you're running through here, I can see the quantity, which is amazing. I've seen this before in your GoLM account.